War, a theme that has inspired countless directors and Hollywood productions. But what is war?
What is, what do people? My name is Jordan, and I was on Struggling to Fly, and today I want to discuss Tropic Thunder, but instead I'd rather talk about the mockumentary tie-in on his Reign of Madness. Now, we could discuss this in the usual studio setting I have. I think it'd be better if we shot in the field for real. So, Tropic Thunder came out almost 20 years ago, and it's still one of the greatest comedies to ever grace the screen, right? The movie is a social commentary on studio interference, failing actors struggling to reach those same highs that they did at the start of their career, and method acting and the dangers that follow it, right? Cool. So, we're not gonna discuss the movie per se. Like I said earlier, we're gonna talk about the mockumentary tie-in. So we're back in the 80s. I was out in Italy hanging out with Uncle Sam and the homies, right? Cool. We were just chilling one day, discussing some of our favorite comedy movies. And you already know which ones are brought up. The Rush Hour trilogy, Talladega Nights, Step Brothers, like true classics, and of course, Tropic Thunder. While we were sitting at the table discussing the movie, though, one of my homies was like, yo, have you guys seen the documentary about it? We was like, bro, what do you mean there's a documentary about Tropic Thunder? What are you talking about? He's like, oh, bet, but y'all gotta watch it. And y'all know me, I love being recommended shit. Let's peep. Reign of Madness is a 30-minute documentary or mockumentary about the making of Tropic Thunder, right? It's directed by Jan Jurgen. This is all fake, yet again, this isn't. Jan Jurgen is the co-writer of Tropic Thunder, Justin Theroux. And you get more backstory on how Les Grossman got the rights to the Tropic Thunder book. You get more information on Damien Cockburn. And then there's also like, they discuss like, is it racist if Kirk Lazarus, who is Australian, plays a black sergeant? They end up thinking, they're like, it's not racist. So cool, we got Kirk Lazarus out of the way. So now it starts moving on to the rest of the cast. Tux Speedman is next. It discusses how he's just a failing actor, the highs and lows of his career from the Scorcher films. And then it shows more footage from Simple Jack, which I didn't like. It's heinous that they filmed a lot more stuff for that, but yeah, it talks about that. Then it moves on to Jeff Portnoy, who it shows his career. He was on a hit TV show called Heat Vision, and how the fart movies were doing really well. And then like he did a movie called Fart Club, you know what I mean? Obviously we all know what this is referencing, but like overall it shows, you know, the highs and lows of his career as well. So it then discusses how Al Pacino got the role and a little bit more about his music career. Sandusky was basically an unknown. They show some stills from his penis pill ad called Prom Night that he had done a couple years prior and how he got the role. Overall, you're just getting more behind the scenes of how goofy this cast is and their involvement with Tropic Thunder. Fun fact though, the opening scene of the movie takes place on sacred land. It was an animal sanctuary. And over the span of 7 days, they destroyed this entire area. Moving on. It continues on with Tux Speedman going to talk to Four Leaf. He's trying to, you know, get more in character and understand how they want the film to go and stuff like that. But then a typhoon is about to hit the island, right? The shooting goes on pause and like, you know, everyone has to leave. Kirk Lazarus is still in character. He's still playing Sergeant Osiris. He charters an AC-130 and he goes to Galveston, Texas, where Sergeant Osiris's actual family lives. While he's in Galveston, Texas, he starts suffering from PTSD, post-platoon stress disorder. I think it was Charlie Sheen and Robin Williams also had this disorder at one point, but he just wreaks hell on Sergeant Osiris's actual family.
This is my house. I'm running shit. Huh?
You're crazy.
Mind you, Kirk Lazarus is Australian and is playing Sergeant Osiris. This isn't the real man. And he's just wreaking havoc on this family. It's the funniest shit. After the typhoon ends, they get back and the set has been completely destroyed. The studio's already lost $240 million. And it's just like, okay, we gotta get production going back. Damien Cockburn, who's the director, him and Tux are going over lines. And this is when you find out that Tux Speedman is truly just an idiot. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so that pretty much explains like just the basis of Reign of Madness. But then if you buy the like extended edition, like the unrated cut of Tropic Thunder, there's something called Dispatches of Reign of Madness. This has an additional 20 minutes of footage. It goes a lot more in background of like all the characters. You get an interview with Jeff Portnoy where he's high as fuck, and then it shows even more shit that Kirk Lazarus or RDJ was doing. Like he did an exorcism on Sergeant Osiris's family, like just more outrageous ways of torturing them. Overall though, Reign of Madness and Dispatches of Reign of Madness are hilarious. If you have the time, please check them out. They're on the Tropic Thunder's director's cut, and I believe they may be on YouTube. Sadly, watching this movie did kind of depress me because it's like, this is the Hollywood of old. A mockumentary tie-in for a comedy film. This just makes the original film even better, you know what I mean? Just because like all this additional content that we got with it, and we're definitely never gonna get this again for a comedy. If you've seen Reign of Madness though, please let me know in the comments below, and then if you ever check it out, let me know as well. Thank y'all again for watching. Y'all be easy. Deuces.